Hello friends, in this video we will be talking about the reference variable concept which is used in C++. So first of all, what is the use of reference variable? So reference variable is to provide an alias, or we can say alternative name or a duplicate name to a previously defined variable. We try to understand it, but before that, what is the syntax of defining a reference variable? So first of all, that it comes data type, then this specifies that this is reference variable. We are writing ampersand and then reference variable name equals to variable name. So data type and reference variable name equals to variable name. Example will be taking that integer a equals to 10. This is a normal variable which I have declared. Now when I write this and this statement gets executed, so one memory block of 2 bytes will be created in the memory which is named as A, and any random memory location can be given. Right now we have taken that it is 1010 and the value of that particular memory location is 10. So name is A, address is 1010 and the value is 10. Now I am creating a reference variable for it. So as per the syntax, first come data type. So data type I have taken is integer. Now this is the symbol of reference variable and B. So B is a reference variable of type integer which is useful for referring an integer variable. So which integer variable we are going to refer? So here in this case we are referring variable A which is already exist. So when we execute this line, at that time only one name to existing memory location will be given. This is already exist. Address 1010 with name A and value 10 is already exist. When we execute this statement, only that particular memory location will be referred by a new name, that is B. So now this particular memory location can be referred by A or by B. Now we try to understand this case by one non-technical example. Assuming there is a student named as XYZ. That student gets admission in a college. Now before getting admitted to the college, that student is identified by his or her name which is XYZ. So XYZ is identity of that particular student. Now since he got admission in college, college is going to be given one unique identity to that particular student. Let's take 123. So 123 is unique identification number given to that particular student. So now that student can be identified by two different names. One is XYZ and another is 123. It is not like that once college assigns unique identity 123 to that particular student, a new copy of student will be generated. No, it is not the case. Student is already there. No other copy of student will be generated. Student is already there and name of that student is XYZ which is already exist. Only college gives another name to it. Here what I mean to say is, when we are creating a reference variable, suppose in this case we have created a reference variable B, no separate memory location will be given to B. B will only linking or referring to the pre-exist memory location. So reference variable does not contain any separate memory. Now this particular memory location 1010, it can be referred either by A or by B. So if I write C out A, I will be getting answer 10. If I write C out B, I'll be getting answer 10. So both A and B referring to the same memory location. Now there is a constraint of it, that reference variable must be initialized at the time of declaration. Means that here you can see this is declaration part and this is initialization part. So we cannot separate declaration and initialization as per the rule. So if I write here integer a, which is a normal variable, then I write integer %b, which is a reference variable, and then I am linking a and b. But this is wrong. Why? Because the rule is at the time of reference variable declaration it must be initialized. But in this case we have separated declaration and initialization. So this can't be done. Now we try to understand this concept by one example. So I execute this code, but before that we try to understand something, that what we have done, we have created a normal variable a, the value of which is 10. Now I am creating a reference variable b for variable a, means this b is a reference variable of type integer, so it can able to handle integer, or it can able to refer integer variable. So here I am referring a with the help of b. Then I am printing the value of a and b, so it should be same. Then address I am printing, and after that I am changing the value of b, then a should be changed. Now we try to execute the code and then we try to understand. So this is what the output is. So what we have done, first two lines. So first two lines, if you look at first two lines, what I have done, I have printed the value of a and b. See, I have not assigned any value to b. What I have done, I have assigned variable a, or I am referring variable a along with variable b. So when I am trying to print, then you can see the output, first two lines, a is 10, b is 10. Now why this happened? Because a and b both are referring to the same memory location. Now we have doubt in our mind that we are telling that it refers to a same memory location, but how it is possible, or what is the proof of it? So when I am trying to print the address of a and b, I can able to get the answer of this question. So to print the address of a, here we will be using address operator. In C and C++, AND is used for address operator. So when I write AND a, it means address of a. So I am printing the address of a and b. You check out the third line and fourth line of output. You can see the address of a and b both are same. And when I am changing the value of b, I am changing the value of b to 20. So automatically a will be changed. So you can see last two lines, a is 20 and b is 20. So this is how your reference variable works. Now there are some special cases. First of all, we can refer pointer variable with the help of reference variable. So in this example, what we have done, we have created a normal variable, we have created a pointer variable star p, and from that we are referring to variable x, which is normal variable. Now here I am creating reference for integer pointer, means I am creating a reference for integer pointer. So using this ref, I can able to refer a variable which is of integer pointer type. So here you can see this p. So p is of integer pointer type. So if I need to refer a pointer, here I need to take integer pointer and then reference variable symbol is to be used. If I want to refer normal variable, I only write integer %ref, integer %ref. I will not be writing star here, but since I am referring integer pointer, that's why I need to write integer pointer here. And if I want to refer any constant value, that can also be possible, that this is integer constant, I am writing integer %ref. So it will create a reference variable for integer type variable and the name is ref. So it will refer to the value 10. Now we just check out this code in our example. What we have done, we have created a normal variable x, we have created a pointer variable which refers to x, and we have created a reference variable. But you can check out, reference variable is of integer pointer type. I have written integer star and ref equals to p. So means reference variable ref will be referring to integer pointer, and on the right side we have p. So you can see that p is a pointer variable. Now after that I am printing the value of x, I am printing the value of x, I am printing the value of pointer p. Pointer p means it is going to print the value of the memory location which is being pointed by p. So here you can see that p points to x. So when I try to print star p, it will print the value of x. So here also it will print 10. And the third value I am going to print is ref. Here also I have written star ref, means dereferencing operator I have used. Why? Because ref is a reference to a pointer variable. Since it is reference to a pointer variable, when we need to access the value, I need to use dereferencing operator. So dereferencing operator I have used, which is asterisk. So here answer should 10, here also answer should 10, and here also answer should 10. We try to execute and we check out. So you check out first three lines, value of x is 10, value of p is 10, and value of ref is 10. So we have created a reference variable which will be referring to a pointer, and pointer referring to a normal variable. Now when we try to print the address of a normal variable, address of a pointer variable, and address of a reference variable. Now here before viewing the output we need to see that this reference variable will refer to a pointer variable. So the address of pointer and address of reference variable must be same. So now check out the output. So line number 456, the address of x is something, address of p which is pointer variable is something, and address of reference variable, it is exactly same as pointer variable. Why? Because reference variable is referring to the pointer variable. That's why the address of pointer and the reference variable is same. Now in the second case we are referring to a variable number which is reference variable to integer constant. So when we are trying to execute this code, we can see we can able to print the value of number which is 10, and some address will be assigned to that particular reference variable. So this is how reference variable can be used in C++. But very importantly, reference variable is more useful in the case of passing arguments, in the case of functions, user defined functions. That particular concept we'll see later on. So if you have any doubt in this concept, you can write me on shikshansetu@gmail.com. If you like the video, please click on like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.